Have you ever wished you could add wireless charging to about any phone you have? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you with my iPhone 7 here how easy it is to actually do that. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, and welcome to T4T. It is time for tech. My name is Blake, and this channel exists to provide you with valuable tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews to help you with your tech. So if you're new here, I'd love to invite you to subscribe and join the T4T community. And hey, if you're interested in what we're talking about today, I've got the links down in the description below. Feel free to check it out at any point. So wireless charging has been around for quite a few years now, starting off with Android devices and slowly making their way to iPhones, finally picking up and adding to theirs. However, the unfortunate thing is it's still only mainly found in the higher end flagship devices and not the budget devices, and of course, not your older phones. Now, the convenience of wireless charging is slowly beginning to take over, and cords to charge your phones are quickly becoming a thing of the past. But phones still do come with the cords for various reasons, such as data transfer, CarPlay, Android Auto, and as well as fast charging, but some of those things are slowly integrating into wireless technology as well. But anyone I've personally talked to that uses wireless charging never wants to see a cord again, and same for me. I was skeptical at first using it, but now I'm much happier just throwing my phone on a plate, charging it up, rather than having to worry about plugging it in every single time. So manufacturers such as Nillkin have created adapters like this one right here, which is called the Magic Tag. And they're relatively inexpensive, super easy to install, and within 5 minutes you can toss the cord and be done with it. Now, the Nillkin wireless charger adapter, also known as the Magic Tag, is a black plastic pad just like this. Now, the coating here is meant to be super high resistant to water, wear, dirt, to protect the copper coil that's on the inside, which allows the wireless charging. Now, this copper coil normally is in the back of newer devices that allows the wireless charging, but they just put it on the outside so that we can have this adapter. And on the back of this, there's actually a little sticker here you rip off. It's got 3M tape on it, so it can stick to your back of your phone so that it doesn't fall off or wiggle around and stay still, and you have this new feature there. So at the bottom of the adapter, we have a FPC cable, which stands for Flexible Printed Circuit. So that allows us to plug into the copper coil, wrap around our phone, and plug into our phone. And at the tip, we obviously have our lightning plug to plug into this iPhone 7 here, but you can also get a USB-C, a micro USB. There are options for other phones out there if you're looking for them. Also, so one more thing I want to mention about the FPC cable. So this is a relatively short one right here, but depending on the size of your phone, there are different lengths of the cable so that you can get the best coverage in your bag, get it to the center of your phone while still be able to reach the charger at the bottom of your phone. So there are options there also. So the adapter supports standard Qi charging, which is just a fancy way of saying wireless charging. So there's no fast charging included, although Amazon claims it does. It's not true. It just supports a basic connection of 5 volts, 1 amps output to your device. Okay, cool. So now that we have all those specs out of the way, I'm going to demonstrate just how easy this is to set up, plug into your phone, and get to wireless charging. So let's get rid of this box here. I've got a wireless charger here ready to go for you guys. So I've got an iPhone 7 here that by default does not come with wireless charging. So it's a perfect candidate to show you just how simple this is actually going to be. So it's as simple as taking the adapter, make sure that the pad here itself is going to face the back of the phone. Just plug it in at the bottom, and boom, that's pretty much all it is. This is immediately going to work, but just to make sure that this stays flush in the back, I'm going to take that little strip in the back here, peel it off. I got it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it, I'm going to stick it to the back of the phone here, just like that. Perfect. It's not going to move, which is what we want. Awesome. So now that we have everything installed onto our phone, we've got the Magic Tag stuck to the back, we've got it plugged into the bottom of the phone, and now I'm going to demonstrate using this wireless charger right here to show you that we have a connection. So for you guys watching at home, there's going to be a blue light that shows up on this wireless charger to indicate that there is a charger going through, and obviously the screen will light up as well, letting us know. So let's just place it on top, and we have a connection, which is perfect. This is working awesomely. Also, I hope you're enjoying the video so far, and if you're finding any value in it whatsoever, I'd love to invite you to subscribe and ring the little bell down there to make sure that I can notify you of any new content coming out in the future. Also, while you're down there, why don't you leave a comment and let me know, do you like wireless charging? Do you hate it? Have you used it for a while? Is it something you wish was in more phones? I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so while it works, I'm not going to say that it's amazing. You're essentially getting a flagship feature for an inexpensive price, so there are going to be some drawbacks. So if you compare this to using a wire to charge your phone, I'm going to say this is a lot slower, okay? So if you're someone who's like, I need to charge my phone in the next hour to get a lot of juice into it so I can leave and last me the rest of the day maybe, don't rely on this thing. It's not going to help you get through the day, okay? But if you're someone who charges your phone every single night like myself, I think it's perfect because really you're putting on the plate, by the time you wake up, it's gonna be ready to go, no problem. Also, keep in mind, you're definitely gonna need a phone case for this. If you're someone who doesn't like using phone cases, I wouldn't recommend adding this to your device, only because while though it is stuck to the back and plugged in pretty solid, this isn't indestructible, and eventually if you have it exposed, it's gonna wear down, it's gonna break, okay? Having it in a case will keep it safer. It also will keep this from moving around at all. It's just a better idea. Also, when looking for a case, just make sure you pick one that is thin enough to allow the wireless charging to occur. Otherwise, there are some cases that are thicker and will block it from happening. And the last thing also, while this thing is pretty paper thin, if you add a case, it's gonna add some bulk to your phone. There's no way around it. So for me, it took me a bit of getting used to when I added the case to my device, but after a while, you don't notice it as much and that bulk kind of goes away. But it is there, so keep that in mind as well. And so here's a feature I would love to see in future versions of this, although I would say in the future, probably not gonna need this as much as more phones are gonna integrate it, but I would love to see a pass-through in the plug here. So what I'm essentially meaning by that is right now by plugging this in, I cannot plug a regular charger into that. If I go into my car or want to plug into CarPlay, I can't access this port without having to take the case off, take the device out, then plug my cord in, and then when I get in my car, redo all of that. It's not fun. So what I would like to see in the future is a way to plug my iPhone cord into this plug and just share the port together without having to rearrange so much stuff and making it more complicated than it needs to be. But for the price of 14 USD or 18 Canadian dollars, where I am, this is absolutely worth the investment. It's a great way to upgrade your phone without having to go and purchase a new one and just cut the cord and get rid of it. Well, hey, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.